Hello everybody, and welcome back to Remember the Flowers. We're still chatting with Titania. That's the name. Oh, wait, give me one moment. Okay, sorry, I had to move a thing. That's fine. That's fine. Could have done that before hitting the record button, but sometimes the mind doesn't get there. Anyway, shit. She doesn't know that Aaron left me alone after all. I freeze, and she stares me down. Eventually, she speaks up again. And that brings me to my last condition. Titania points her finger at me, specifically at my face. Fix your hair, or you'll be fired before you even had the chance to sit through orientation. Someone had to say it. Somebody had to say it in the game anyway. The haircut looks terrible. What? My hair? Let me be more specific. Dye your hair. It doesn't matter what color. Any will do. Just do it, immediately. You stand out like a sore thumb. You can only imagine my shock when you waltzed in here, hair as radiant as the day I first received reports about you. Titania crosses her eyes and sighs. Eyes? Closes, not crosses. Ugh. Give me one of those days. This is not a game. I don't need to tell you how foolish it was to wander around in public without any forethought into your appearance. I should honestly reprimand you and your team, especially Aaron, for allowing this to go on for so long. Let this be your first warning, Cyrus Cantwell. Danger is lurking around every corner, and you should always be fully prepared for that. However, in light of the new information you've presented today, I may let this slide. Aaron? I should probably start saying this name correctly, but my brain will not let me. Aaron will not get off so lucky. I'll be arranging a meeting with him soon. I rely on him to present rescues with any and all information needed to protect themselves. This is just carelessness. And this brings into question his role as leader. I suspect that was more there was more to this situation than I'm not understanding. I can feel my heart beating fast. This feeling like a parent catching me in a lie. I haven't felt like this in a couple of centuries. Considering the information you've given us today, I feel like I can put some trust in you. So, I'll ask you this. What happened on the day in Golden Requiem? What am I missing? I lower my head in shame. It's best for me to not start my new position lying to my boss, I guess. I sigh, bring my eyes back up to her face. We were nearly done with our trip, and it seemed like Aaron had received a notification from someone about some intel. He asked me to stay put because his informant is apparently very private. That's what he said, anyway. I don't know what the intel was about. Shortly after he left me there, I was attacked. But he did manage to find me again. He helped me fight those... Titania raises her hand, as if to cut me off. That's enough. I understand now, mostly. She taps her fingers on her desk multiple times, looking lost in thought for a few moments. I break the silence. I'm sorry. I didn't tell anyone this sooner. I guess I was afraid of getting Aaron in trouble. Don't be sorry, and give yourself more credit, Cyrus. You managed to fight off 2 soldiers on your own, and dismembered their leader. That's quite a feat for a rookie. You have a fairly impressive resume already, it seems. I wasn't so sure before, but maybe what happened to you was a blessing in disguise. After all this tension, she finally cracks a smile. I chuckle nervously. Well, I'm glad you can see it that way. I apologize. I didn't mean for it to sound rude. Aaron's actions were suspicious, if not foolish, But I don't believe he would betray us. No. There is something deeper going on here, but that isn't for you to worry about. I will get to the bottom of it myself. It should go without saying, but do not tell Aaron about this conversation. I have my own suspicions that I want to confirm first. You talking about him, this talking about you talking to him about this could jeopardize that. It kills me knowing that I might have to lie to Aaron. Yes, ma'am, of course. She relaxes her shoulders and leans back into her chair. At the end of the day, you both made it back safely. I'm happy you're okay, and just please be more careful in the future. I nod. I do apologize for getting a bit heated earlier. Please understand, the Resistance and our mission are very important to me. She gives me a soft and caring look, again, like a parent. I nod in response. Now then, we should get back to business. I've laid out all of my conditions for you. As stated earlier, you are to go on a mission for 6 months to collect lodestars, along with dyeing your hair to avoid any more unnecessary trouble. Do you have any questions? I meet her question with silence. This is a lot to take in, and am I not used to that? Ever since I woke up in this hellscape, I've been dealing with all kinds of challenges. This is just another. I'm a bit nervous about leaving for that long. I won't be able to return home for the whole time, is that right? That is correct. Until you've gathered the necessary resources, I don't want you to come back and potentially leave traces behind. Honestly, that's the hardest part. I feel like I've gotten comfortable with my new life down here. Which you are more than welcome to continue living. These conditions are only if you accept the mission I've assigned to you. This would be a good opportunity for you to get familiar with the lay of the land. I know you're familiar with how it used to be before the fall, but I think it would benefit you to travel. Took the words right out of my mouth. You could be the one to turn the tide of this century-long struggle. I wouldn't assign something so difficult for your first mission if I didn't think you were capable. In my line of business, I've had to learn how to read people. It's a matter of survival at this point. I'm putting my faith in you. I look down at the box with the Arcadian collar in my lap. I smirk. What's 6 months to 300 years? With a deep breath, I open the box before bringing the collar up to my neck. I fasten it closed. I see. I accept these terms. Given that I have 2 weeks left to prepare, that'll at least give me an opportunity to say goodbye to everyone. Oh. Okay. I do have another question, if you don't mind me asking. What is it? Earlier, we talked about your goals. You said taking down Ressum was only part of it. May I ask what you meant by that? Is there something else you're after? She leans forward on her desk and places one hand on the other. I've already gathered you, or someone I can trust, so I don't mind sharing a little bit about myself. It's only fair, after all. However, if you ever leak any of this information outside of this room, you're as good as dead. No, of course, I would never. Good. I do have my personal vendetta. She takes a deep breath. My father was a pristine carrier and was held captive in Ressum for over a century. I certainly wasn't expecting that. It was pure luck that he was able to make it out, but it's a clear sign that Ressum's infrastructures are falling apart within these past decades. It's why we continue to rescue more carriers to this day. Even inside Ressum, there are people fighting. It's a very small handful, but it's something. You can only polish a piece of shit for so long before it starts to crumble. It pains me to say, but we've lost contact with a few of those informants over the years. I can only pray that they didn't meet a terrible fate. I carry that guilt with me every day, but this is one of the dangers we face fighting Ressum. Titania furrows her brows. Of course, when my father tried to spread word, no one believed him. Resum always maintains a proper image to the world as an organization with a mission to help people when they need help the most. It should it should come to no surprise that, excuse me, they thought my father was crazy and just trying to seek attention. Why would they believe him? Resum caught wind of it, and they tried to hunt him down. My father was always on the run. It took decades for him to build up enough connections to try to make a difference. He kept himself alive long enough to find a successor for his work, supposedly slowing the aging process until he did. That's when my mother came into the picture. She was another victim of Resum's machinations, and one of the first few my father and his small rescue team, managed to help escape. Like my father, she was also a pristine carrier. And they were kindred spirits in a way. Over time, they fell in love. My mother was the one that told me everything about my father. And about pristine carriers. Wait, so, if both of your parents were pristine carriers, does that mean you're... Yes, I am also a carrier. She places her hand gently over her chest. Unfortunately, my father passed away shortly after I was born. My mother was so kind, and also proud. She always talked about my father with reservation. Wait, not reservation, reverence. Reading's hard, guys. Words are definitely hard. It do be that way. But she wasn't long for this world either. Many people who escape aren't. I'm sorry about your parents. It pains me to know someone else's family or has suffered like mine. I think about my parents, and damn yun. I want to make sure a love story like that never has to happen again. That is my personal vendetta against Resum. I do this for my parents, and for everyone. When I was old enough, I took over the resistance from my father to continue his work. Titania extends her arm out. Ever since I was born, I've never left the underground. I told myself that I wouldn't leave until it was safe enough for people like my parents to walk freely. As we stand now, we are in no position to present anything to the people. Without solid proof, no one will believe us. No one will believe the dark truths that Resum sweeps under the rug. Titania folds her hands together and looks at me dead in the eye. Cyrus, can I trust you to aid in our fight? To make sure that no matter what, no one has to live in fear of being used like fodder for the masses? I hold my right hand over my heart. The heart that doctor... That word? I'm bad at this, guys. Words are hard. Bless me with. I swear it. If I don't personally take down Darius with my own two hands, I'll consider it a failure. I won't let you down, Commander. Titania smiles warmly. Oh my, someone's fired up. Crystal's axiom beeps. Speak of the devil, your partner has accepted the mission as well. Damn, you were right. Y'all don't waste time at all. We don't have much to begin with. Every second is precious. Titania pulls her sleeve up slightly and looks down at the watch on her wrist. I apologize for cutting this short, but I do have another meeting to attend to soon. Titania gets up from her chair before she offers me a hand. Ah, God, he needs to fix his hair. He needs to fix this. Like, sir. Oh, he's got his little choker. I see. Welcome to the Resistance, Cyrus Cantwell. I'll be sending more information to your axiom regarding the finer details of your mission. I give her a firm and respectful handshake. Understood. And thank you so much. I'll be heading out to prepare. I wish you luck. I start to head towards the door when I hear Crystal speak. I'll be over with dinner later tonight. All right, hon? I look forward to it. Titania and Crystal share a brief but tender kiss. Love you. I can't help but blush. Shall we head off, Cyrus? Oh, yeah, let's. Crystal chuckles as she leaves Titania's side. Titania returns to her desk, preparing for the next meeting. Aww. As we head out, Crystal puts Titania's security door back on. She's quite efficient with her time. You don't know the half of it, she says warmly. Oh. Where are we going? Okay. Are we still? Okay. We make our way into the elevator, heading back to the base. Okay. I can finally relax, but I have a knot in my stomach now thinking about Aaron. I feel guilty letting Titania know what happened, but if this is something personal, maybe it's for the best. Hopefully I can see him soon and find out. My thoughts are interrupted by Crystal chuckling. What are you laughing at? Sorry, don't mind me. It's just been a while since I've seen Titania so riled up, even if just for a little bit. No one can blame her for taking her position so seriously, I suppose. Congratulations, Cyrus. You did more than wonderful. I smile. The story about her parents. It resonated with me. It reminded me of my family. Oh? Darius gave me his word that he would give shelter to my mom and dad, and to my boyfriend at the time. It was a lie, of course. They didn't have the qualifications to be saved. I never got a chance to say goodbye to them. So it seems you and Titania have something in common. I place a hand over my collar. It's a firm reminder that, while Russum still stands, I will never be free. I meant what I said. I'll make Darius pay. I think of my parents for a moment, and then Damien. Instead of feeling happy, I'm furious. Furious at how Darius had the chance to save them and didn't. Oh, excuse me. I must be wearing my emotions on my face. Crystal decides to comment on it. There's the fire she saw. You're going to do great, I'm sure of it. I nod, looking at my face in the reflection of the elevator wall. I don't see the timid, weak man who was afraid of everything that could be lurking around the corner. I see myself smile confidently, ready to take the next thing that my long life throws at me. Okay. Ah, the good boy. He's the more fun character, guys. It's just facts. He's doing more silly things. I'm left stunned at the man in front of me. The thing that's in front of me doesn't even look human, let alone alive. Presenting Darius Ishmael Octavio, the VTuber from Hollow Stars Armus. In all his glory. A mechanical voice echoes out from the corpse-like body. That's enough. Back to your post. Dario bows. Of course, Your Majesty. I can hear Dario's footsteps as he walks away, but my eyes stay fixated on Darius. A chill runs down my spine as he finally addresses me. Do we get to see? Oh. Okay. It's only a little disappointing. It's okay. It's fine. He just looks like a white-haired Ryuzu. You know, from Cardfight Vanguard G Stride Gate, you know, it's a 10 out of 10 anime. Don't watch it, guys. Card game anime is not worth watching. I should know. I've watched basically all of them. Welcome, Lance Krieger. Tell me, how has Cyrus Cantwell been? Oh. Oh. We caught up? Lit. Okay. I only got a couple, like, things in the recording this time. Like a couple parts. I took a break recording this, and there's only 2 parts left. Look at me. I'm just bad at this. That's fine. That's fine. Again, as always, thank you everyone who made this game. It's all good. All of the good. It was cute. Am I gonna click button? I always think it's rude to do that, right? Like I'm always like, no. I have to wait for it to all play out, right? You know, appreciate people and their hard work, right? We're sitting here all appreciating, well, like all enjoying consuming the product. We can appreciate things a little bit, just a little bit. Do I want to just click? No. Oh, translations. No. That's kind of neat. Always neat when things are available in more than the language. Oh, it's the patrons. We can skip that part. Though those are patrons. Oh, okay. Oh wow, these go on for a bit, don't they? Thank you for playing. Thank you for making it. Yeah. Well, we'll wait for it to go back to the main screen before we do a formal goodbye. You know, I like doing that. I know I'm a loser. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I guess this will be it for now, guys. At least until I wait a while again to play another build. I'm bad at this. I'm bad at rotating my schedule around. I know. I get it. Maybe I'll put my act back together. One day. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.